Fear is not easily erased. It's quiet now. Was it always this quiet? Tony turns on the radio while scratching her head, while admiring the dojis on her screen. Even in this apocalyptic future, they still have memes, which is great. On the radio, an interview of Elig and Trony is playing. You recently resolved the power outage issue in the Ark, isn't that so? That's right. Trony is a specialist when it comes to both electricity and electronics. Thanks to her, not only were we able to resolve the power outage, but we did it with a boom. Do you really think I'm a specialist? Is that the last we've seen of these power outages? We believe so, as long as the converter we invented is in play. Any outages should be a thing of the past. However, power may temporarily be down whenever we have to inspect the converter. So, if there comes a time when your power goes out, don't panic. Stay calm, hang tight until we're finished examining the converter, and everything will be fine. This incident highlights once again that you two have played a large part behind the scenes in ensuring that this Ark runs smoothly. Some citizens have even taken to hailing you two as silent heroes. Did I not know they're NIKKEs? Is there anything you would like to say to your admirers out there? How about you first, Trony? Trony begins to have terrifying flashbacks of the traumatic event. Quickly turns off the... True. Meep. A deafening noise rings out in her mind. Inside the crimson-coloured room, dozens of eyes are trained on Trony. Their gaze is penetrating and merciless, as if they're asking, are you actually a hero? A hero? Hero? Trony? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure? I'm just a little tired, that's all. Well, you have been pushing yourself awfully hard recently. What with filming, all these promos and interviews. And that's on top of all the power source research you've been doing. Speaking of which, you've been going to the lab pretty much every day, haven't you? Yeah, I have. Here, I want you to have this. He hands Trony a movie ticket. I do wonder if Elig will be one of the ones that gets us like a summer outfit, especially with all the fan arts. But we'll see. Wait, is this? Here's a ticket for the premiere of the Black Ark Ranger movie. I bet if I owned her, she'd be watching that in the movie theaters in the outpost. Tomorrow's your first day off in ages. Why didn't you go treat yourself to a movie? I was planning on just taking a short break in the morning before going to the lab. No. You should take advantage of your time off and get some proper R&R. Then you'll be here on your own. And I'll get in a nice boom session while you're not here. Is that all you ever do? Anyway, I'll be taking it easy myself tomorrow, but don't you worry your pretty little head. Oh, by the way, you said that you'd finished that report I was asking about, right? Yeah, I'll bring it to you later. Thanks. I'll give it a once over tomorrow. Alright. Just don't work too hard.
Trony begrudgingly accepts the movie ticket. That means she has to go out.
Huh? How come there are two? I knew you'd turn around halfway to the theatre and make some excuse about it being crowded or something silly. So please get the commander to tag along and make sure you actually turn up. Okay, fine. I'll go. Have a good time then. Ah. Thank you for thinking of me. Hold on. Did you just say the commander is coming with me? Ah!
You did catch Trony as she limply falls from her chair. Oh, she's definitely got a crush on the commander. Of course she does. We're so sexy.
Hey, are you okay? Sorry, I just imagined asking the commander to see a movie together.
I mean, what NIKKE doesn't? I mean, haha. I mean, Crow definitely doesn't.
And got a bit lightheaded. Could you ask him for me by any chance? Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Fear is not easily erased, indeed. The next day, at the Electric Shock Squad's laboratory, Elig is staring at the heading of a report. Special Entity, Material H. Ah, she's just Sundere.
I might just be able to glean some clues from this. I guess I should just dive in.
After taking a deep breath, Elig begins to read the report. Spooky music is spooky. As she turns the pages, her expression gradually darkens. By the time she reaches the last page, her voice is trembling as she reads aloud.
Evaluation of the peculiar entity Material H by Mana.
Oh, Mana's hot.
Material H possesses a structure and form that is strikingly similar to that of the Ark, and apparently to have been created by raptures. In fact, one could even venture to deem it a miniature version of the Ark. Material H generates energy by simulating NIKKEs, which is remarkably similar to how first-generation raptures reinforce their power sources.
And also kind of makes sense as to how heretics and also chatterbox are able to regenerate by consuming NIKKEs.
They're assimilating organic matter. In conclusion, it is increasingly clear that other forces besides us know about the true nature of how this power source functions.
Ooh. Wait. No, I'll wait.
This is no good. We already knew there had to be others who knew about all this. Besides Trony and I. Why am I so shaken up?
Because there are people outside of you and Trony who actually would use it in the central government.
I can't.
Because they'd happily sacrifice NIKKEs to keep the power running.
Elig tightly grips the table in an effort to steady her trembling hands.
After taking a few deep breaths, her shaking finally ceases.
Oh, phew. I can't afford to be frightened like this. I've got too much to do. That's right. There is much to be done. Eva? Why are you supposed to pry? This isn't the first time I've shown up unannounced. You're not feeling uneasy about anything, are you? Who? Me? Uneasy? No way. Your acting skills leave much to be desired. I'm just messing with you.
Nothing good ever happens when Aoife turns up. Or Ether, I don't know how to say it.
I merely came to check on the progress of the latest task MMR assigned us. So relax. or else I might misinterpret it as you being suspicious of me. Okay. So, when do you think the equipment will be ready? It should be able to be delivered next week. We'll let you know as soon as it's finished. That's a relief. What's that supposed to mean? I'm merely suggesting that you're doing a commendable job with the tasks assigned to you. Of course, you shouldn't expect anything less from us. Good. So long as you can keep it up in the future. Come again? The top brass are keeping an eye on, you know? They're paying close attention as to whether the electronic shock squad is doing well. Is that so? It's a little overwhelming if I'm being honest. You know how Trony and I hate being in the spotlight? That hardly sounds like the words of a pair of heroes. At any rate, your primary goal is to ensure that the Ark remains operational. I trust that you'll do everything in your power to make that happen. You know as well as I do that there's nothing the higher-ups aren't willing to do for the sake of the Ark's survival. I know it all too well. Good. Well then, keep up the good work. I hope that report is making for good reading.
After Eva leaves, Elig wearily sits down.
What have we gotten ourselves into, Trony?
What indeed? Meanwhile, in one of the Ark's back alleys.
Is everything okay, my friend? Just say the word and I can take over. I don't understand.
Fine. I'm gonna stick with it. I'll go over it again. We've received orders from a senior official in the central government. There are individuals inside the Ark that are planning a terrorist attack as we speak. A directive has also been issued for the extrinsic squad to secure the targets and hand them over to MMR affiliate central government forces as soon as possible.
I have a proposition. How about I handle this mission solo? I see no reason for Maiden to join. I can see this job through myself. Boss, are we sure that electric shock is the one behind this conspiracy?
We're positive. Elig and Trony are your next targets. I saw the cigarette she clearly smokes.
You sit here and hang tight. I'll take care of this. Be right back. Guillotine away! No. I'm taking charge of this operation. I need to. You shouldn't punish yourself unduly. Guillotine? Please. Very well. However, if anything happens, I will intervene. That is the one thing I cannot and will not compromise on. All right. Thank you.
Guillotine does care. Even though Maiden does get a bit annoyed with the way Guillotine acts, they do make a good pair. Absolutely they do. Absolutely.